I'm live again, okay. I'll see you later. I'll try. Okay, we're back. We had to start a new stream. So this is our new part. This is the part 2 show for July the 4th. Often when I do battery changes, we lose the stream. So why that happens, I have no idea. It requires more troubleshooting with live view because that shouldn't happen. So it is what it is for the time being, but we have to wait about 15 minutes to do to get a second stream started. It's just the thing. This takes time. H1900 Medevac, as you can see, it's got the medical logo there by the trailing edge of the first officer window. Yeah, so it's a known issue that we've not been able to resolve, and that is, as I say, when a battery change is done, it breaks the stream, and that takes about 15 minutes to get a new stream going, and I will have to continue to troubleshoot with live view as to why this is ongoing, and we're not able to get it fixed. This means our shows will be 2 parts, but it's frustrating because we build up the viewers. You know, we've got 80 people watching, and then we're back down to 5. So it's just a process that takes time, and nothing I can do really, is there? It's absolutely out of my control. Absolutely out of my control, because I do have to change the battery. WestJet taxiing out from the main terminal area. So, anyhow, hopefully we'll truly be able to do another battery change in about an hour and see how it goes. I do not believe I disconnected any cables, but even if I did, it really doesn't make a difference, because when the battery is off, it's like the cable is disconnected. So even if there was a disconnected cable for 30 seconds, it shouldn't end the stream, really. So I'm not sure why when we do this it ends the stream, but we're gonna have another repeat performance in about an hour when this battery that I'm using right now has to be changed. So we'll see. We shall see. So yeah, at least we had the real busy departure bank for our part 1 of the show. That was fantastic. We had Qantas. We started off the part 1 July 4th show. This is part 2 of our July 4th show. But the part 1 show started off with a terrific departure of our Summit Air Airliner. We had no less than 3 Central Mountain Dash 8s. And there's another Bizjet on the roll. These aircraft are common, aren't they? Very fast departure on that. WestJet. There's the WestJet right there. Where's this WestJet going? Let's see if I can figure that out. WestJet 108 to Calgary. No surprise. No surprise. So what's the time? The time is 10:30 here in Vancouver. July the 4th, we're at YVR. We're at the South Terminal, Vancouver Airport South Terminal. You're watching JetFlix, YVR Live. My name is Henry Tenby. I am your presenter. Okay, I can put myself on camera and bring you guys up to date. Why don't we do that now? Why don't we do that right now? Just to lock this in place like that. Open up the, there we go, just make it a bit brighter. And I'll grab my phone. Okay. Okay, hello everybody. My name is Henry Tenby. Welcome to the YVR live show, part 2, actually, for July the 4th. I'd like to welcome especially all of our American friends and viewers that are watching, and I'd like to wish you all a very happy, safe, and memorable July the 4th, 2024. It is 10:37 Pacific time here in Vancouver, and we're live. We were live for the first hour and a half, and then we had to do a battery change, and that broke the connection to the stream, and it took about 15 minutes to start a new stream up here on YouTube. So there is some kind of devil in the details that I have not been able to figure out, even with live view helping me for the last month. But that is an issue. It's a known issue. The only thing I can do when we lose the stream is to start a new stream, and that does take about 15 to 20 minutes for the old stream to fully compress and for me to have the ability to start a new stream. So if I ever lose the stream, just if you're a subscriber to the channel, you're going to get an email with the link to the new stream. So that's okay. We've got an airplane taxiing out that I'd like to show you. We've not seen this before. It is a Caravan. Cessna Caravan. Came out of the water. Has obviously come up the ramp. We've not seen this aircraft. It's kind of a Jim Pattison. Okay, JPX belongs to Jim Pattison. Jim Pattison's a local billionaire, so that's his personal airplane right there. Looks nice. He's quite famous here in Vancouver. He owns many businesses. I believe he's in his mid-90s. That is his airplane, Jim Pattison. Anytime you see JP on an aircraft, like a private airplane, like something like that here in Vancouver, chances are it's going to belong to Jim Pattison. And we've got something out in the wild blue yonder, heavy coming in on the north side. A330, I'm guessing it's inbound from Toronto or Calgary, one of the two. Okay, so back to myself. I just put myself on camera again and grab my phone because I was doing a bit of an introduction. Okay, so yes, I was that's the bit of Bizjet. Okay, I've been away for the last 3 weeks. I was celebrating my 60th, I was going to say 80th birthday. No, I was celebrating my 60th birthday, and I was in one of my favorite places. I was in Martinique in the Caribbean. Flew down there I had 4 flights on a 737-8 MAX Air Canada. So it was Vancouver, Montreal, Martinique, back to Montreal, and Montreal back to Vancouver. So yeah, 4 flights on the 737 MAX. If you check out the community page here on the channel, I uploaded some pictures, just a few pictures for today's show to announce it, and I included some pictures from that trip. So it was a great time. I'm very grateful for our timing, speaking selfishly, in that missing the hurricane was kind of a blessing. Yeah. The hurricane arrived a couple days after I left the island, so I'm very, very sad that that hurricane is there. It's still churning its way into the Yucatan Peninsula. It's just past Cayman Islands, I believe, today, and Jamaica. But yeah, it was a very devastating Category 5 hurricane barrel, and as I say, just missed that by a few days. But the 2 weeks that I was in Martinique was absolutely fantastic. I did nothing except relax, swim, snorkel, and work on one of my new books. So I'm preparing a volume 2 of my air travel time machine book. I guess it'll be ready maybe in a year or so, maybe a year and a half. Maybe by Christmas next year I'll have it ready. And that's what I was working on when I wasn't just doing square root of nothing. So it was a great trip. I recharged my batteries. I'm very happy to be back, and it's going to be a good summer. In terms of aviation and airline news, I mentioned before I went away on the holiday that we've got Air Canada is putting 2 767-300s back into service, and there I've now learned that they're going to be put onto routes out of Toronto and Montreal, and those airplanes will go into service by I believe, latter part of this year, early part of next year. So yeah, Air Canada reactivating 2 767-300 ERs. So hello Paula, nice to see you. And yeah, Kirsten says that Jim Pattison is the richest fellow in BC. Exactly. So Andrew says, what years will Volume 2 cover? It'll pick up where Volume 1 left off. So basically Volume 1 of Air Travel Time Machine, it's going to get noisy, so I'll continue this in a second. Single engine taxi. And we've got an Air Canada bus. On the active, Air Canada bus is heading to Toronto, of all the places. It's Air Canada flight 108, and there it goes, rolling thunder. Okay, back to quiet times. But first, look at this. We got a Beaver. Harbor Air Beaver. Half truck. Being positioned down to the dock. That looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah, beautiful. Harbor Air color scheme, the new Harbor Air color scheme looks nice on the Beaver. Round engine Beaver. Nice image. That's gorgeous. Beautiful. Again, if this was the Kodachrome era, we would be grinding off the Kodachromes on that, because that's click, 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 click. Beautiful. Those would all be color slides. The light is just gorgeous on that. And okay. On the other side, I don't know if I can zoom in quick enough, we've got Swoop. Swooping into Vancouver. Well, we had a glimpse. We had a brief glimpse. And back to the helicopters. Whirly birds. Okay, I think we're back to the point where I can talk. No, we've got a Embraer taxi out. So Alaska Airlines taxiing down for departure. They're going to be heading to Seattle. We all know, all the regulars know that's a short hop to Seattle. Just about a 20-25 minute flight, something like that. Look how small the engines are. Very small engines. Old school. Looks like we have a heavy as well. Thought I saw a heavy down that end, that way. Let's have a look at the flight radar. Yeah, Shanghai. Air Canada 787 Dreamliner is behind the Delta, and that's heading to Shanghai. So that'll be heading out as well. Pretty quickly, I'm sure. There's our Alaska. So, Paula says, I'm wearing a high-vis right now. It's orange, yes. Always the safest way to be if you're out in public, on roads or whatever, or near vehicles. High-vis. For me, it's kind of my trademark. So, but it's nice to wear. But yes, Andrew, I will get back to your question. I will get back to your question once we've got another break here. So I've got the book here with me and I'm going to show it. So, volume 1 that is. What are they waiting for? I wonder. Yeah, we've got an aircraft on approach. It looks like a King Air. It is a King Air. That's what it is. Yep. Medevac King Air on approach. Or no, that's a Beech 1900. Is it a King Air or a Beech 1900? I can't tell. I honestly can't. It's too far. It's King Air. You can hear the rubber hitting the ground there. Skid marks. There's our Pudong service, Shanghai, right there. 787. And our Alaska Airlines is now turning on to the active. There it is. Waiting. So once we've got these 2 aircraft in the air, I'll put Mug back on camera and we can talk about what's transpired over the last, since we were last on live back in mid-June. Heavy to Seattle this morning, very heavy actually. So here comes the medevac. There's the swoop at the gate. And here is our medevac. Okay, back to Pudong. There's Pudong. So we're just waiting. Oh, there's another caravan coming in, but we're waiting for the Pudong service to depart. So yeah, so it'll be nice to have Air Canada 767s back on the sched, absolutely. Right now, Air Canada has a leased 767 from Omni International. It was in Vancouver the other day, actually. So they've got a leased 767, which I think they're going to keep for another couple of weeks. But their own 767s, I wonder if they'll be painted in the new colors, or are they going to keep them in the, whatever color scheme they were in before they were retired at the start of the pandemic, which chances are they were in rouge colors. So I don't know, it'll be interesting to see what Air Canada decides. Either way, I'm good. Just the fact that they're 767s is a nice enough treat to have them on the schedule. Retro. In the early 90s, Air Canada reactivated their TriStars for several years as well. They retired them all a few years prior, and then in, I don't know when it was, maybe 91, 92, they put a number of them back into service. So they're doing the same with same strategy with the 767s. Gas is cheap enough. You know, $60, $70 a barrel. They can, not a problem to run 767 passenger flights. It's not like it's $150 a barrel. There goes Pudong. Next stop, Shanghai. We'll wait for it to present. Usual spot. It's heavy. Pudong's heavy for sure. Right behind the tree. Next 8 or 9, 10 hours, they'll be in Shanghai, China. Okay, I think we've got enough of a quiet time here for me to go back to Andrew's question. So let me just put the tripod where it should be. Open up the f-stop there. So, where was I? Okay. Andrew had asked, where does my volume 2 pick up? So, this is volume 1. This is my book, Air Travel Time Machine, volume 1, and it covers the period 1942 to 1960. So the volume 2, which I will, as I say, I was working on the captions on my holiday when I was down in Martinique. There's 600 pictures in here, so it does take quite a bit of time to prepare all the captions, and then a book designer has to take it all and put it into the form that you see here so that it looks nice and professional. So there's quite a process to put one of these books together, just in terms of hours that I invest into writing and preparing a book like this. So the volume 2 will cover the period 1960 until I believe 1970. It depends on when I actually hit the 600 image mark. Hopefully it won't be 67 or 68, because I really would prefer that the book runs for a 10-year period, so it would cover 1960 to 1970. That's the plan. So this is my book, Air Travel Time Machine, Volume 1, and it's doing very well, actually. We have them at shipping points in Canada, the United States, and the UK. So wherever you happen to live, you'll get the cheapest shipping, because we ship from as close to you as we possibly can. I think the shipping cost in the US is about $13. It's $20 in Canada. It's £7 in the UK, and I think it's about $20 for Europe. So the book is priced at $40.95 US. So wherever you are, you're going to pay the your equivalent currency, whatever that works out to. So that is the international price for the book. It's $40.95. It is a heavy book. You can see I'm getting a good lifting workout here by hoisting the book up. It is 600 images. There are it's almost 300 pages, 288 pages with a hardcover book cover. So it's a heavy book, and it is printed on the heaviest quality paper that's available for this kind of a book. So I think it's 110 GSM, and that's a thick paper. So it's a quality presentation, and I'm proud with the results. We have this very lovely BOAC flight attendant on the front cover, possibly having graduated from her initial stewardess course in 1957 with a BOAC Bristol Britannia behind her on the ramp at London Air. And they didn't call it Heathrow Airport back then. They called it London Airport. In the 50s, you would ask for a taxi to London Airport, please. Heathrow became an expression some decades after that. So yes, London Airport, there you go. And back cover, we have passengers boarding a Strata Cruiser. So that's the answer to your question, Andrew. I hope you will enjoy the volume 2 as much as you will enjoy volume 1. So that's 4 sold already. Terrific. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. Always appreciate your support. Ed Thierbach says, I'm savoring every page of volume 1 and I'm looking forward to the next one. Well, thank you very much, Ed and Andrew, for purchasing the book. I do appreciate your support, not only with the book, but for being here on the show. So in terms of other news, yeah, quite a bit. As I say, I was in Martinique for a couple weeks, relaxing and working on my book, swimming, snorkeling, etc. We've got couple of air shows coming up. Abbotsford in first part of August, but sooner than that, I have an announcement to make in that I plan to attend the CFB Cold Lake Air Show. It's not too far from Edmonton. That's coming up in 2 or 3 weeks. Actually, 3 weeks. When is it? It's on the 20th, the weekend of the 20th of July. So it's roughly 3 weeks away. So I do plan to attend that air show. Again, I'll take the streaming equipment. We'll make best efforts to stream from the air show. I do have an invitation for the media day, which is on the Friday, the 18th. And On the 19th, which is the Saturday, I won't be there. I'll be visiting with friends in Edmonton. That's my plan. And then the plan is to be there on the Sunday, which is the final day of the show. And then hopefully aircraft will leave and we'll be able to film the proceedings right to the bitter end. So, but on the media day at Cold Lake, hoping they're going to get some nice traffic, a U.S. support, maybe B-52, KC-135, KC-10. Poseidon. You never know what the American military establishment has in mind for these Canadian air shows. So we just have to see what they can muster up. But as I say, I hope to be there for the CFB Cold Lake Air Show. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, what else can what other news can I share with you? Martin Mars. Yes, that's big news. Martin Mars. They're planning to fly the Martin Mars from Sprout Lake to Victoria sometime in August for its donation to the Aviation Museum at Victoria Airport. So, my plan is, it's a plan, I hope. Nothing's ever 100% guaranteed. My plan is to be there to film the Mars arrival in Victoria. It's water landing and arrival. Hopefully can do it live. We'll see. That is my plan. Now, if you go to martinmars.com, Colson Group, which is the owner of the airplane, they're selling tours of the aircraft, and they're extremely expensive, but they are available. So they've sold out the pilot familiarization tours, and that was a tour where it's a half a day. I think it's maybe even a full day, where they train. You go on a ground school and a flight school, and they kind of train you on the workings of the Mars. Then they take you out onto the airplane, and you actually do live taxiing, seated in the pilot seat of the Mars, and those were priced at $15,000 for that experience. They've sold them all out, believe it or not. So $15,000, what's that? Oh, 10,000, no, what am I saying? Maybe 12,000 pounds, maybe 12,000 euros. It's a lot of money, but it's sold out. But they do have available for booking Martin Mars Experience Q400. I'm going to let that go because we're mid-conversation here. They do have Martin Mars taxi experiences available on the martinmars.com website. So that's a half-day experience where they'll take you out kind of as a passenger on the Mars, and they'll do taxiing around Sprout Lake. And that's a lot less costly than the pilot experience, but the passenger experience, it's still $5,000 for the half-day experience. So if you've never been on a Martin Mars and you want to be on a live Martin Mars, for sure this is your one and only chance to do that. But it is $5,000. You do have to make your way to Sprout Lake, so you'll have air, travel, hotel, car rental expenses on top of that. So, but it is there. So if you have some money sitting in the bank and you're looking for something special to treat yourself, $5,000, you'll be able to say you were on a Martin Mars and you flew around Sprout Lake. They make it very clear the airplane will not get airborne during these experiences. It will go fast, and so you'll get up on the step and you'll be able to look out the window, see those engines and hear those engines, and see the water zipping by. So that is something. I think it's a terrific opportunity. So there you go, $5,000. I believe they're doing it most days of the week for about a 3-week period from mid-July to early August. So their website is martinmars.com, and you can check it out. So yeah, EGPX, it is out of my price range as well. I just think it is an opportunity for those people who want to do it. So that is some interesting news that I had to share with you all. What else can we talk about? Well, we talked about on the part 1 video today. It was a narrow escape for WestJet because they were facing a disastrous summer strike. Their aircraft maintenance engineers almost entered a lengthy strike with the company, locked out. They settled it about 1 day into it. So that was, when was that? Maybe a week or so ago. So WestJet has averted a summer shutdown, a summer strike. So that's good news. Good news for the industry. So happy for WestJet that they're all is good with them. And what other news have we got? Yeah, so Air Canada 767 freighters have been into Vancouver. Not at times when I've been out at the airport, so I've not yet seen them with my own eyes, but the Air Canada 767 freighters do pass through Vancouver on occasion. What other news? Air Canada is taking delivery of a second-hand A321 about now, I believe. So the other news is Air Canada is going to have some of their Maxes, 737s, with 100% economy seating, so they won't have the business class section up front. So we guess that those aircraft will be deployed on the high density or tourist routes down to Mexico. That's what I think. They're not going to be using them if they can help it on your Vancouver, Toronto, Calgary, or your Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, or your Toronto, Montreal rapid air services. It's for charter. It's for not for charter. It's for sched work down to summer destinations. So I guess they're going to experiment with 100% economy cabin on the Max and see how that goes for them. And yes, we need to win the. Let's see. EGPX said I did a taxi experience on the East Kirkby Lancaster, but that was £400. Yeah, that's a good. You know what? If they were going to do the taxi, I had mentioned to a friend of mine that if they had priced the water taxi experience at say $500, I'd go for that. Because I mean, again, you've got expenses. You've got, if you don't live on Vancouver Island, you've got to take the ferry over there. You've got a couple of nights hotel, food, etc. So you've got expenses on top of it. So for me, I thought $500 would be a reasonable price, even say 600-ish. But 5,000 US is that's a hell of a price, right? I mean, think about what you can buy for 5,000 US dollars. I think trip for two pretty much anywhere for a week or two. You can do that. Certainly Mexico, Cuba. Two people can have a 1 or 2 week holiday for 5,000 US. Down in Cabo or Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, Cancun, anywhere in Cuba. So you just have to think about what that 5,000 US can buy. And but my goodness, they sold out. They sold out the pilot experiences. Those were 15,000 US dollars each. That's a lot of money. That buys you a used Mercedes here in Vancouver. So you could buy yourself a 10-year-old used Mercedes in decent shape for that kind of coin. So that's a big number. So hello, Ian McDonald, joining us from Windermere, Florida. This is July the 4th. I'd like to welcome our American viewers, and I'd like to say happy July the 4th to all of you. This is our part 2 of our show today. We had a technical glitch. When I went to change the battery, it dropped the stream. So it just kind of is the way it is, and it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for me to restart a new stream, and that's the only option I have. So this is our part 2 stream today, and it's obviously quieter right now. We're in a lull period. It's 11:05, and kind of waiting for something to happen. I don't know what other questions you guys might have. Kirsten Mills says 50 times more than I'm willing to spend. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, 5,000 US. That's a huge number. So and yeah, Sprout Lake is in a remote area as well. So you have to drive to Nanaimo, fly to Nanaimo, and then make your way from inland. I think the road inland to Sprout Lake is around the Nanaimo area. So I'll put myself behind the camera now as operator, as opposed to mug on camera, and I'll stop the camera down back to where it should be, and we'll see what we've got. We've got a Q400 taxiing out, so you can see it right there, and hopefully we'll have another busy spurt of traffic for us. But as I say, the 9 o'clock start was insanely busy. If you look back at after we're done with this, if you look back at our part 1 video, the south terminal here was just buzzing with activity. You know, Bizjets, all kinds of stuff, Dash 8s, just tons of stuff happening. So we've got a Q400 down at the button. At least we've got something happening. We've got something to look at right there. It's going to be 25 to 30 degrees Celsius here in Vancouver today, according to the weatherman. He said the pretty high UV index, so if you're out and about, wear your sunscreen, wear hats, keep yourself covered today, especially as we get towards 12 noon. I'm under an umbrella here. We've got a lander. Oh, it's the flying, no, it's the, oh, I've got some news with this. See this airplane, this WestJet Saab 340? It's operated by Pacific Coastal. WestJet has announced that they are dropping the Pacific Coastal contract for the Saab 340s. So this will end in the next, I believe, the next few months. Pacific Coastal will get the airplanes back, and WestJet will put their Dash 8s, their Dash 8 Q400s on these runs. I guess they figure it's cheaper to use their larger Dash 8s, even though they're going to be emptier, than to pay Pacific Coastal to run the flights for them. So that's a news item that I did forget to mention. Q400 about to taxi onto the active. Oh, actually, sorry. We have this one on the active right now, waiting to depart. There it goes. Rolling nicely. I guess in 30 years, people will say, oh my goodness, I remember the Q400. I remember that. They were a dime a dozen out of Vancouver. They're so rare now. That'll be 30 years from now. They might say stuff like that. It'll be a long time. Very long time. Same with the Embraers. There's another Q400. Now ready to depart. Heading to Kelowna. Climb out to Kelowna, and we got a jet. Got an A321, it looks like. Yeah, it's an A321 heading to Toronto, Air Canada Flight 110. There it goes. And we got another jet turning on to active quickly there. Max. The Max is going to Los Angeles. Air Canada flight 554. Sprout Lake is an hour and a half out of Nanaimo, according to eGPX. That's what I thought. It's a couple hours. Couple hours. I mean, I may drive to Sprout Lake on one of those days that they're doing those tests, just to film action for maybe from the side of the lake, just to get some footage one last time. That would maybe be neat to do. Heavy landing on the north side. Nice. Very nice. So I'll point the camera at the main terminal because all of a sudden we've got 100% quiet. Not a single engine turning. So there we go, there's the swoop, etc. WestJet gate. So how are you guys doing? What can you tell me? Yeah, minty fresh. Paula says if I'd be there, I'd be on my favorite beach, Ambleside Beach in West Van. Yes, we can always buy lottery tickets. If you can win a fortune between now over the next week or so, you can head to the martinmars.com website and book yourself a Martin Mars passenger experience. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 5,000 US. So, like, even if it were 1,000 US, I think that's over the top for me. 5,000? Oof. I realize that it is the last time to actually... Oh, here comes a dash 8 on our side here. We can film the arrival. Kind of neat when they land on this side. I like that. Nice treat for us. Nice treat for us. Swoop. Let's get some more nice movements. We're waiting for more nice movements. It's gone quiet here. It's gone very quiet. So yeah, it's high noon almost. What time is it? Well, 11:15. So another 45 minutes for high noon. Okay. Wow. We'll just keep our camera on the main terminal for the time being. So, Rachel D says, watching this brings back beautiful memories of our time in Ontario. Maybe West Coast next time. Well, yes. As you can see, summers are lovely here in Vancouver. How are you doing, King?
Hey, how are you?
Very good.
You're
very
live?
good. Yeah, I'm live, but it's quiet, so Any aviation news to share?
No.
No news.
I was hoping that National would fly off.
Which one?
National charter.
Oh,
757 on the other side.
but it's not coming this way?
No, it's packed.
Oh, it's parked. Okay.
So don't know when. I think there's departure today.
Okay.
Departure.
Okay.
You go to Coast Guard Road, you don't see it.
Ah, okay.
Line is behind that blue.
Right. So there's a National 757.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a military charter. It's from Air Force Base.
Okay. Okay. And of course we've got the hockey charter, Delta 757.
There's no more hockey.
Then I wonder what charter that is. Yeah, if there's no more hockey, that is strange.
Either soccer or baseball.
Oh, soccer or baseball?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, maybe it's a soccer charter.
That's why all the pieces still are here because there's no room over there.
Right. Yeah.
2 757s.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
It's quiet. Really quiet. Nothing.
Yeah. Will either of you be going to the Cold Lake Air Show? I'm planning to go to the Cold Lake Air Show.
Going air to air atmosphere.
Oh, wow.
All my money.
Wow.
Cool Lake to used to, but right now too far away.
Yeah.
If you drive from Edmonton, it's still got to be what, 2 hours?
2.5 hours. That's right.
Even
Yeah.
from Edmonton. So
Yeah.
I used to go there every year to see the Maple Flag.
Yeah, but I was just telling the viewers that they're doing the Martin Mars experiences. You guys know about that? Yeah, you know. Okay. That's expensive too, isn't it?
Yeah. Very expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much?
Well, if you want the pilot experience on the Martin Mars was 15,000 US, and if just to be on the airplane, it's 5,000 US. So it is a lot, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. But you're going to do the air-to-air from the Caravan at the Abbotsford Air Show.
From Skyvan.
Skyvan, that's what I meant. Yeah, Skyvan. Wow.
That's expensive.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but I would like to do that. They're doing a Greek Air Force base with Phantoms. Did you mention that?
Yeah, yeah. Free flying weekend. Always. That's the most popular.
Yeah,
The
but
most popular air to air.
is the Greek Air Force?
They call Greece Athens flying week.
Yes, but that
Actually, it's from a base outside Athens.
exactly. So how do you get to that base? It's not easy, is it?
Rent a car, get a Uber,
Yeah,
get a rental car. Most people get a rental car.
yeah. But I mean, that is almost. Those are 10,000, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are. Yeah.
Expensive.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. So guys,
The heavy one is bringing the helicopter.
what's that, King?
One of the heavy one is taking the plane, Tchaikovsky out.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So
Let's open.
we may have a helicopter coming out. Okay, good. Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Quiet, isn't it?
It's gone quiet. Yes, it has gone completely quiet. At 9 o'clock, it was beautifully busy from 9 till 10.
Yeah.
But it's just gone super
I
cool.
guess after Air India 10:30.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So you're going to Cold Lake?
I will go. Well, my plan is to go to Cold Lake for that weekend. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's the plan.
Or the Boundary Bay one.
Oh, Boundary Bay. When is that?
Next week, 2 weeks.
Okay. Is
Saturday, September 15. Two next Saturday. 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. So it may be the 15th for the Boundary Bay Air Show.
15.
What will fly there?
But I think it's getting bigger and bigger and more things.
Okay.
It used to be GA and
Yeah.
some heritage.
Yeah, that's right.
Bringing in every Montreal thing.
They're bringing in which?
World War II airplane.
4. Okay.
From now on.
Okay, so it might be worth going to.
Yeah. There's not many people.
There's not so it's okay. Easy access for photos.
Never been there, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yes.
Right now they change. Previously you can drive, alright? right?
Yes?
You park outside and shut the bus in.
Oh, okay.
Because it's getting bigger.
It's getting...
Getting way too big.
Wow.
Because it's cheap. It's free.
Yeah, okay. Boundary Bay Air Show.
And there's some kind of shows that happen.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, Boundary Bay Air Show.
In 2 weeks, Saturday.
2 weeks Saturday. So there you guys go. 2 weeks Saturday, Boundary Bay Air Show. Well, any airplanes are nice to see them flying. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Oh, something's coming. Maybe.
Flare.
Oh no. Saab.
The new Saab.
New Saab.
Without the tail logo.
Oh yes. No tail logo.
Tail graphics.
It's a neat looking airplane. So there you guys heard it from Paul Chu and King Hui. We've got a air show coming up at the Boundary Bay Airport a couple weeks from now. There's an airport close to us. Coming out. Flare 37. Flare is heading to Calgary. Flare flight 802. It was nice to chat with my friends. Rachel was at the Trenton Air Show. Oh wow. Tell us about the Trenton Air Show, Rachel. Do you know anything about it? I'm guessing it was a fabulous air show. I have not heard anything, but I'm guessing they had a lot of airplanes flying. I wonder if anybody here that's watching the stream was at the Trenton Air Show. They could comment and tell us exactly what they saw. That would be amazing to know. And I also understand in Ottawa, for Canada Day, they had a 100 airplane fly past to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Canadian Air Force. That must have been something else as well. Yeah, Flare heading to Calgary. Yeah, it goes dead quiet here. It's periods of intense busyness and yeah, quiet times as well. So they've closed the north side road, as we all know. After the show today, I will probably drive over to the north side and do some reconnaissance work to see if there's any chance of parking my car there for future shows, but I think that's not the possibility. I don't think it's the case. I think it is no longer possible to easily access our old filming location with all my equipment. I could probably go in there on foot with just a camera bag, but with all the gear that I have, across ditches, open ditches and dug up dirt, gravel, like this kind of dirt, piles of dirt. I don't know that it's possible, but I will go have a look. definitely hear a jet. There it is. It's this thing. Citation. T-tailed citation. Calgary. So as you heard, we have two 757s on the field. We've got this Delta Airlines, and then we've got I think they said Nationwide, National Airlines 757 as well. So two 757s parked on the field right now. So maybe one of them will show up for us. Kirsten says Canadian. That was Canadian Spirit Airlines. That Bizjet that we just saw. Thank you, Kirsten. Oh, they're towing the Saab away. Towing it back to the maintenance base, I guess. CFPCZ is the Reggie. Oh, they're taxiing. Let's see where they're going to tow it. Let's see. So, Paul, Chu, and King Hui were saying that because of the 757s parked on the hard stand at the FBO, they've moved the Bizjets here. So yeah, we've got 3 Bizjets sitting here. Oh, Kirsten calls Flair Canadian Spirit because of their like Spirit Airlines. They're like the American Spirit Airlines because they are low cost, very cheap. So we got one Gulfstream. Yeah, there you go, like 2 Gulfstreams. And whatever that is, a Global Express. So wow, it's just, yeah. There's the terminal building. We don't really, well, we've got a King Air on departure right there. Medevac. And we've got Air France on the other side. Right there. Might get a glimpse of them right there through the hangars. Small glimpse, basically. So back to the terminal. We'll leave it at the WestJet terminal for now. Well, Hopefully we get some burst of activity here soon. Just waiting for something to happen. I'll grab some water. Quench the thirst. I've got 28% on my batteries, so sometime we'll do another battery change here. Play it by ear. Hello, Father Norman. Well, I'm glad to be back. Wow, Father Norman managed to get to Manchester on the 20th of June to photograph the inaugural, I guess summer inaugural, Air Canada 787. Yeah, first in many years. Wow. Well, it's too bad that Air Canada doesn't have that service year-round. I mean, back in the good old days, in the 70s, when Air Canada had DC-8s, Air Canada had, I'm going to say, I think it was year-round service to places like Manchester, Prestwick. Of course, where else? Maybe some other places in England too. I can hear a helo, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm scouring the horizon for it, but it's just not visible. What else can I tell you guys? That's a good reminder, Paula. I appreciate that, Paula. Thank you for that. If you guys are here watching live, perhaps you could hit the like button. That would be very helpful. It would be terrifically helpful. But the airport's gone dead, actually. We have nothing moving at the moment. So nothing happening at the south terminal. Looking at the flight radar has also gone dead as a doorknob. So nothing. So hopefully it'll change. I mentioned the Martin. Told you guys all about the Martin Mars. We talked about the Boundary Bay Air Show. That's going to happen in a couple weeks here in Vancouver. Okay, so I guess this guy's starting up. Something. At least we don't have. At least it's not quiet times. It's a little cargo caravan. Oh no! Changed his mind. Darn. We'll see if he makes another attempt. You never know. We'll see. We'll wait. We'll be patient. Again, I'm just scouring the field for possible action. Back to the WestJet area. The main terminal. Nothing on approach. Nope. Well, on the north side, they have something on approach. And the Air Canada from Incheon is on downwind for north side landing, 777. Air Canada Flight 64. Nice breeze, so definitely not too hot. There's quite a few people here on the deck enjoying the afternoon. I wish I had more to show. Yes, we've got a... I think it just landed. That you can see that 737 right there. Just landed. Far left. The green meanie. So, question for Kirsten, if she is watching. Kirsten, have you had any updated information on the date of the Martin Mars flight from Sprout Lake to the museum? Have you had any update on when that might happen? King Air landing and medevac. Something. And then we've got a Dash 8 being positioned. From the maintenance over to the main terminal. Test. We're just waiting for something to happen here. That King Air medevac. Yeah, there it is, right there. Some BC medevac services, King Air, one of their many King Airs. They come and go all the time. Side of the field. Sched flight. So Kirsten says it sounds like August the 10th, but she's going to ask at the museum again. Thank you, Kirsten. Appreciate that. Whatever you hear, let us know. Keep us updated. That would be great. So, we're just watching the field here, waiting for something. Okay, so here comes a... Is that a Dreamliner? Yeah, that's a Dreamliner. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, they're just testing, what they're doing here is they're just testing the engines on these Caravans. I guess it's the maintenance people. Just running it up and then shutting it down. The battery's at 18%, so we're going to have to do a battery attempt again to see if we can get it to work. We'll have to see. by ear. Other side, Korean inbound from Seoul, right there. Is that the cargo bird or is that a passenger? No, it's cargo. Is that passenger or cargo? I can't really tell. I'll have to check the flight radar. I think it's cargo. I think it's the cargo bird. Okay, so we've got a SkyWest. We got a movement heading to Seattle. SkyWest flight 4020. And the Dreamliner on the other side is heading to Hong Kong. Air Canada flight 7. Battery's at 16%, so pretty soon we can do another battery attempt. See what happens. I think this is the Air Canada inbound from Seoul. Battery change. Let's do the battery change. Give it a try. I'll give it a try. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm trying a battery change. Let's see if it can happen. Let's see if we can do this. Here we go. This is a battery change. Battery. If you guys can let me know if you've still got the feed. I'm very curious. Do you still have the feed? Let me know. Do we still have the... Yes, says Ed. Okay, good. Great. Thank you. Okay, so that battery change worked. Well, that's nice, very nice to know. I dare say so. We still have our feed, okay. Well, good news. Let's go get our Dreamliner. Let's get our Dreamliner. Heading to Hong Kong. Next stop, Hong Kong, not Kai Tak. Loud and clear. Thank you, Father Norman. Appreciate that. Terrific. There we go. sound we like. Beautiful. I'll go a bit tight for us. Get some detail. I will wait for the air.
That's 242 Vancouver Tower, number 2, on dashing 2 miles final with 2408, clear to land runway 26 right. Clear land 26 right, Delta 2482. Is it okay if we do about 170 final for the gear, 160? That's 2482, yeah, 170 is fine. Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, 575, stay with me, copy JetFlix, find the company heavy taxi. Mike, Juliet, Bravo.
They're on their way to Hong Kong. Okay, we got a Q400 down the button, so I'll gently bring the camera back down. Yeah. Every day is different with these live streams. Every day is different. The traffic is never consistent. Sometimes we have consistently busy shows, others huge times of quiet downtime. So it's just doesn't matter that it's the same Thursday, it's the same time. But it's just different. Every single day is different when we do these streams. It's just the way it goes. This is not nearly as busy a show that we had on our last day before I went on holiday back in mid-June. It was a lot busier. We had a very busy start to the show. The first hour was unbelievable. But then it just got quieter quite a bit. There it goes. Helicopter buzzing there. I don't see it, but I can hear it chop, 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 but I don't see it. Let's keep the camera pointed in that direction in case it presents itself. I think you guys can hear it too. Definitely hear a helicopter. Don't see it though. We'll keep it, maybe make it wide angle a little bit. See if we can capture it.
That's 2482 Tower, Mike 6, stay with me. Mike 6, stay with you, Delta 242.
Well, we'll follow up the WestJet Q400. Keep hearing it, but I don't see a thing. Oops. is. We only get to see the tail end of it, though. That's it. Tail end stuff. Back to Q400. That was a heavy Q400, because usually they're airborne right, you know, kind of in front of us here, but he barely made it airborne by the 757. That was a heavy flight. Where's it going to, by the way? It's going to Prince George, so a bit of a distance, I'd say. Prince George, yeah. An aircraft on approach. JAL. Down from Narita. That's our JAL. Patient here, Kirsten. Hello, Tom and Ann. Thanks for joining the show, Tom and Ann. Ian McDonald says, "Are the B767 ex-Canadian birds?" I believe they are. I think they're. I would say yes. The cargo jets, I think, are ex-Air Canada. I'm guessing. I think they are ex-Air Canada. Hello, Rainbow Love. It's JAL. Just waiting for... The field's gone quiet again. The field's gone very quiet. Light airplane landing in front of me. I think it's a light airplane. Yep. Oh no, that's... What is that? Is that our Isque-Air Navajo? Maybe. Yeah, that's our Isque-Air Navajo. Yeah, Isque-Air in from Qualicum Beach. I think it's our only scheduled Piper Navajo airline here at the South Terminal at Vancouver. On one of my last shows before I went on holiday, the pilot of the Isku Air Navajo, very nice fellow, came and said hello on the show, brought me a nice drink, introduced himself. That was, very, very nice. Here comes the Isku Air. There it is. I wonder if it's the same friendly pilot from last month. We'll zoom in, have a look, see if we can get him to wave. Yes, he's waving. They're waving at us. That's great. They're waving. That's great. We can see them. That's our favorite Vancouver Airline. Nice to have them waving, nice hello wave at us. Wow, that's great. So there we go, our first airplane of the day to acknowledge being on the Vancouver live show here on JetFlix. That is Isku Air from Qualicum Beach. Wonderful. Great waves. Great waves. Let's hope that we can get some more movements here, guys. Scouring the field. I think it's becoming lunch hour, so the people working the heavy equipment in front of us, if everything's kind of maybe gone dormant. There we go. $37. Where's the 37 going? See if we can figure it out. Calgary. Air Canada flight 210. It's warm. It's warm. I mean, it's pleasant. Bizjet landing. Usual one. 26 left, which is us. Don't see it though. Don't see it. I thought I heard 26 left. Maybe I'm wrong. Comes that Bizjet. Comes and goes all day long, basically, this guy. In and out. Oh, looky. Look what's happening here. Gulfstream. They've pulled the Gulfstream out. I wonder if it's going to start engines here. The American huge Gulfstream. This is worth watching. Let's see. Wonder if we get a beacon on him. Or are they just going to tow it? Nope, they're just towing it. They're not going to start. They're just reparking the airplane, unfortunately. That's it. They're just re-towing it. Too bad we don't get an engine start out of him. Nice looking airplane though. Towing it around. Oh well. No heavy Bizjet action right this second. What else can I tell you? We've got a United Airlines taxiing out. Andrew, thank you very much for your unwavering support, Andrew. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much for gifting one JetFlix membership. That was picked up on the rebound by Hina Kitunen. So right on. Thank you very much, Andrew. Yes, you are green, Hina. Both of you guys, congratulations and thank you. Oh boy, we're just waiting for something. Okay, United Airlines. There's United. United Airlines is heading to Houston. Flight 1528. Our first United, actually, of the show. Usually we have a lot more than this. Maybe there's issues. ATC issues in the States. I don't know. Usually we have more than just one United Airlines flight. Wow. It seems to me that we usually have United about once an hour. but this is the first one that we've actually had today. Oh, look what's taking off. No surprises. This airplane comes and goes all day long. It's very, very active Bizjet. There's the United. Okay, a little bit more happening now. Little bit busier. Back to the United. There we go. Heading to Houston.
WestJet 302, ground company Max is just spotting up behind you. Should be ready to taxi pretty soon.
Okay, we've got Air Canada, north side, landing. Dreamliner. And then we've got the A320 turning onto the active, right there, heading to Edmonton. Almost got a rotation. Almost. Finally, we've got airplanes happening. WestJet new colors. this WestJet here is going to Edmonton. It's going to Edmonton as flight 166. And then our other WestJet down at the other end of the runway over here is going to Phoenix. Right there, that's going to Phoenix, Arizona. Flight 1770. Right there. Into Phoenix. And here's our Edmonton. Right there. Right there. That's it. Bit of action. Bit of action. Back to the terminal. You can see the wind is moving quite a bit now. Got a WestJet coming out, the WestJet 37. 700 is going to Regina, YVR, Saskatchewan. As I say, good thing that they didn't go on strike, because we'd have a lot less plane spotting on our hands if these guys were on strike. It's a good thing. Beach 1900 just landed. Looks different though. Hang on, don't know whose that is. I guess it'll taxi past here and we'll be able to figure that out. Who's the owner operator of this aircraft? Got a Dreamliner coming out. The Dreamliner is heading to, let's wait for it to load, Vancouver to Toronto. Flight 112. We got a WestJet there as well. Here comes that Beach 1900. Carter Air Service, it says on the back of it. Yeah. No, not Carter Air Service. It's just a registration, no titles. No titles at all. Carson Air. Thank you, Father Norman. Carson Air, okay. It is Carson Air. I'm saying Carter Air Service. Another medevac, King Air landing. Two WestJets heading out here. The first to Regina, the second to destination not available. So at least the first one's going to Regina. King Air. And we've got our WestJet 37 number 2 that just turned on to the active. So take the camera over there. Kirsten says, yeah, Carson Air from Quesnel. Thank you, Thank you, Kirsten. I was going to say thank you, Karsten. Another United flight. Okay, the WestJet is on the move. got? Interesting looking airplane. Amphibian. Kodiak. Very nice. I think we've had this on the show before as well. It's a different looking airplane. Very different looking aircraft. Huge box, isn't it? Very big box. And then Canada 78 heading to Toronto. Heading to Toronto, it's the Air Canada flight 112 Dreamliner service. First of all, the King Air is going right there. No, the Peace Pilatus. Quite the snout on it. Okay, back to the Dreamliner. I'm sorry the footage is a little bit jerky, but I do have my umbrella on the tripod and it's catching the wind, so it's buffeting. But otherwise I'd be roasting here like a chestnut, so I do have to have the umbrella. I'm just exposed out in the elements, so that's why as I'm panning with the camera it's jerky. It's because the umbrella is parasoling. There is quite a wind, as you can see from the windsock. Wait for this Air Canada to roll. On 767. There we go. The jerkiness there, that's the wind, that my umbrella parasoling. It's the wind. We'll wait for the aircraft here. Off to Toronto. Flight 112. Okay, United Airlines is now waiting for its turn. San Francisco. Okay, United to San Fran. heavy. Okay, got another United flight. So all the United flights are going out at the same time. Got an A330, a Challenger. Adjust my umbrella because it's kind of come up loose here. Bizjet's obviously clearing customs. Where's the Air Canada? Oh, we got another Bizjet coming in. Wow, and two Challengers. Vancouver's Challenger City, basically. So the big bus is heading to Montreal, Air Canada Flight 306. of the roof. Our usual jump point for the climb out. That's it.
Stay with me. Exit via Mike phone. Taxi victim of Middle Town. Big 4, Victor, short of Philadelphia. 465, stay with you.
Nice climb out. Nice stuff. And here comes another Canadair Challenger. It's Challenger Day here in Vancouver and July the 4th. So happy July the 4th to all of our American viewers. Wishing you guys an awesome day. Awesome July the 4th. Enjoy. Have a fun time. Okay, so we've got none other than Porter turning onto the active, heading to Ottawa as Porter Flight 264. I'll take the camera down to the Porter in just a second. Nice looking Challenger. Okay, showtime on Porter. This is going to be nice because we're going to have two Challengers in camera here in just a second. They're the same color scheme, similar. 1, 2. Look. It's being towed. Well, yes, Lee, I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for asking. A lot of noise. busy. Very, very busy, actually. It got busy, right? It got busy for us. Got a bit of action. We have to be grateful for that. Definitely. Heavy, very heavy Saab 340. Barely rotated. Barely rotated. What have we got on the other side? We got something interesting on the other side. Oh. Reverse scheme on the Alaska, I think. Well, we started the show at about 8:20 this morning, 4 hours ago. So we've been streaming for 4 hours, albeit on two different streams. But we've been out here running for 4 hours, showing you guys what's happening here at YVR. So that's pretty good. I mean, although unfortunately we had to split it into 2 streams, but you know, it's been a 4-hour show, no matter how you slice it. That's not too bad. If you have enjoyed the show, perhaps you could hit that thumbs up button. That would be really appreciated. If you haven't already hit thumbs up, maybe you could do that. Help us out. And for those of you that haven't made a donation, maybe if you could, donation would be appreciated. No matter how small, that would be very, very, very much appreciated. So now is the time. So we're probably going to end the show in the next 10 minutes, I think. That's what it's looking like. I don't want to get into another dead zone here. So I'm thinking the show will run her for about another 10 minutes, see what happens. But I think we're about to hit a quiet zone. So, as I say, if you've enjoyed the show and your budget allows, small donation would be appreciated. And at the very least, if you can hit that thumbs up button, that would be awesome. And if you're watching for the first time, perhaps you could subscribe to the channel too. And whenever we upload new content or we go live, you're going to get notified. By the way, our regular time for live streams is Thursdays, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're watching the show for the first time, yes, this is YVR Live on the JetFlix channel. My name is Henry Tenby, and it's we try to get out here every Thursday, 9 a.m. to do our live shows. Bizjet's going to taxi off stand. Challenger number 2. Right there. Right there. Thank you, Paula. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Paula has donated £2.99. Awesome. Thank you so very much. My pleasure, Father Norman. My pleasure. And Andrew, thank you for all of your donations. I lost count how many donations you made during the show. At least 3, 4, somewhere in that, somewhere in that range. So Andrew Baird, thank you so much for that. Another lander. Boy, the Pacific Coastal Beach 1900s are literally a dime a dozen. Dime a dozen on those guys. Wow. Okay, this Canadair gonna taxi off stand here in just a second. It's a baby CRJ. They evolved this aircraft into the CRJ. They just basically took it and stretched it, as you can see. Similar wing, same engine, same tail, same nose. Canadair, Bombardier, they stretched the Challenger and made it into the CRJ, 700, 900, all that stuff, 200. Believe it or not. Thank you very much, Rudy Burns. Wow! Hip hip hooray! Rudy Burns gifted not one but 10! 10! Holy moly! 10 JetFlix memberships. There's a lot of them for you guys to snap up. And Father Norman, thank you very much, Father Norman, as well, for gifting one JetFlix membership. So, hats off and thank you so much to both of you for rising to the bar and making these wonderful donations, and hopefully people that are watching will snap up those premium memberships so that you can explore our premium content here on the channel. But it's amazing. Thank you so very much, Father Norman. Thank you so very much, Rudy Burns. Wow. Mega. Well, we've got an American Airlines taxiing out, an American Airlines A321, and we've got a Air Canada triple. So I'm thinking that's going to be the next few minutes. So we're going to we'll wait for these two airplanes, obviously, because it's just a few minutes away. I will say something very fast. So, look at this t-shirt that I'm wearing here. Look at this t-shirt. It is Pacific Airlines Vietnam. Pacific Airlines Vietnam. After this show, check out, I've got a video that I just uploaded onto the JetFlix channel. It's called Clapped Out A320, but it was still an awesome trip. It's my flight experience flying Pacific Airlines A320, former Jetstar aircraft, from Ho Chi Minh City to Hanoi in Vietnam, back over, when was that? It was in December? Yeah, so check it out. It's a good video, and you'll watch me purchase the hat right on board the aircraft. So it's an awesome hat. I love my new Pacific Airlines hat. Check out the video. Again, Clapped Out A320. My Clapped Out A320 video trip review. I think you'll enjoy the video. So check it out. So we've got we're getting down to, things are happening fast here. There is the Air Canada. The American Airlines is heading to Dallas, and the Air Canada is heading to Incheon Airport, Seoul. So we got two nice airplanes to close out the show. But first we got a Dash 8 that's landing. Lucky us. Very cool. Very cool. Right before our very eyes, landing nicely. Okay, I think we've now got the American Airlines about ready to taxi. Right there. What's the holdup? What is the holdup, folks? We don't know. Wow, but I'm so impressed with you guys swooping in there and getting all those free memberships that were donated at the last minute there. Wow. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Father Norman. And thank you, Rudy Burns. Wow. Okay, we're waiting patiently. Yes, American Airlines is now taxiing. Dallas Fort Worth. DFW Airport. American. Nice. Bit of heat distortion, but it is hot, right? Mid-20s. See, the windsock is very much alive.
At 10:36, it might be 2 minutes of heading in there for space in between you and the American on the runway there. Monitor tower 118.7. Alright, right now, Laddie. United 10:36, thank you. Jazz 271, midway to company. See you later.
Okay, showtime for American.
But we'll get away company and then
Showtime. It's showtime. That American is going to head to Dallas. Nice. Beautiful rotation for us. Air Canada wasted not a second. Not a second. Look at that. Within 10 seconds, Air Canada to Enshawn was positioned onto the runway. It's Air Canada Flight 63. So we've been streaming for 4 hours today, over 2 shows, but still, we've been in here bringing you guys awesome Vancouver action for the last 4 hours. 2-part show today. 2-part show. Heavy stuff. It's a heavy movement. Spot. Gonna wait for the usual spot. It's gonna present at the tree. We're gonna do our follow out, and we actually have a United, which is actually gonna take the there it is. United Airlines is gonna be our last movement of the show, I think, because United is just turning on to the active right now. So United Airlines is actually heading to where are they heading to? Denver. They're on there. We didn't have enough time to go and catch the United turning onto the active, but I think they're going to be airborne very fast here. Very fast. But I'd like to thank everybody for being here. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of your support, all of your time. I'd like to thank all of our mods for being here as well, keeping the show running and safe. Come on, United Airlines. We're just waiting patiently. This is the last movement of our show today. I guess they're waiting. They're waiting for the vortices and the wake turbulence to clear on the heavy departure. There we go. United is rolling. Like a champ. Well, there we go. There we go. There we go. Well, there we have it. I'd like to personally thank all of you for being here today. It was an awesome, awesome show, despite that we had to split it into two because I lost the stream on the first battery change. But overall, we've been here 4 hours. So 2 shows, 4 hours for our July the 4th, 2024 show. If you haven't watched part 1 at your leisure, check it out because it was mega busy the first hour. Unbelievable. We had some good movements too, including a Qantas Dreamliner departure. So it was good fun. Once again, happy July the 4th to all of our American friends and viewers south of the line. Wishing you guys an awesome day. For those of you that made donations or even clicked the thumbs up like button, hearts out, thank you so much. We'll see everybody very, very soon. And remember, our regular time for streaming the Vancouver Live show is every Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time when we're here. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.